Hi everybody, and welcome to my Intro to Quantitative Research for Qualitative Researchers course. Today's lesson is going to be a gentle intro to data visualization in the tidyverse, starting with some data processing and visualization. Now is as good a time as any to talk about my 5 rules for making good graphs. Number 1, be simple in your presentation. The goal is to communicate, so doing a fancy graph people don't understand immediately because you want to show off is frankly just pretentious. This will be controversial, but there is rarely a reason to use anything other than a bar graph, a line graph, or a scatterplot / bubble chart. If you're deviating from this, you should have to submit a 500-word essay to the official DataViz exception committee with your justification and to get approval from 2/3 of its membership committee. Note, Mochi, Kombucha, and I, my 2 dogs and I, are the 3 members. Number 2, be honest with your presentation of data. Don't use misleading axes or spacing to make a point look more pronounced. Just don't do it. Number 3, what do you want the reader's primary takeaway to be from this graph? Use the title, color, anything else at your disposal to help guide the readers to the primary takeaway while remembering principles 1 and 2 as a guardrail. Number 4, graphs should be self-contained. That is to say, I shouldn't need text in an article to understand your graph, especially in a world of social media where only pictures get passed around and no one actually reads anymore. You need to label your graph clearly, label your axes, describe your data set, do all the things you can to make sure everyone knows what they need to know just by looking at your graph. Number 5, keep it simple and eliminate chart junk. I'm thinking about the potentially apocryphal quote from Coco Chanel: "Before you leave the house, you should look in the mirror and remove 1 item." I like to think she meant this about fashion and data visualization. Now that the data is prepared, it's time to make a graph. The first thing we need to do is load the ggplot2 library into R's memory for this session. If you haven't installed it, you'll do so using the code from earlier, but we'll assume you've already done that here. With that 1 line of code, we're ready to create a graph. ggplot is built on the grammar of graphics, which is worth reading in much more detail than I'm going to go into here, but what that looks like in practice is that ggplot code consists of 3 things: the data, the aesthetics, and the layers. The code starts with ggplot, and then inside the parentheses, you tell it what data set you're going to use, and then basic aesthetics. Those aesthetics can be a number of things, but the most basic you'll use in just about every graph you do will have the X and Y variables, which tells R what to plot on which axis. This is amazing, especially for our first lesson. Take a look at what we've accomplished right here. You've made your first graph. This is exciting, this is amazing.